In our series, you're welcome, School Matters, we're looking at how a major reform that could affect millions of high school students in the aftermath of the college admission scandal. So only on CBS This Morning. That's another only on CBS This Morning. I like it when we do that. The College Board is announcing a plan to consider socioeconomic factors in admissions to make sure that every student has a fair shot. Sounds like a good idea, right? The board's landscape program will give colleges consistent information on each applicant's high school and neighborhood. The idea here is to highlight resourceful students who have done more with less. The board is also increasing security measures to curb cheating on the SAT. Meg Oliver looked into the impact of these changes, and she joins us in the studio. Meg, what'd you find?
Good morning, Gal. As more colleges and universities become test optional over criticism of tests favoring the wealthy, the College Board is giving colleges a reason to continue using the SAT as part of the admissions process. Its solution, landscape, a way it says evens the playing field for all students. How many colleges are you applying to?
I'm applying to 10 colleges, which is what my guidance counselor recommended.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Why so many?
I think you want to cast a wide net.
Simone Kyle is quick to admit applying to college is stressful. Over the weekend, she took her second stab at the SATs, hoping to boost her score.
What's it like taking the SATs?
It's nerve-wracking because you feel like every question that you answer, you're thinking about, like, will I get into college?
Simone attends a selective college prep high school in New York City, maintains a 3.8 grade point average, plays sports and volunteers. But she doesn't know if it's enough to get into the school that she wants.
How hard is it to trust the process after the cheating scandal?
It can be concerning because you're putting so much trust into this process. You're meeting all the guidelines and you're meeting all the deadlines and all the things that you have to do, and you're trusting that other side to consider everyone fairly and not be bribed.
Is the SAT system fair for everyone?
I think it's fair, and I think that it's fair, but it has limits.
David Coleman is CEO of the College Board. In wake of the college admissions scandal, he's announcing changes to prevent future violations, like where tests need to be taken.
We're not going to allow those environments outside of schools anymore. And if we ever do, we'll have multiple checks on the identity of both the student and proctor.
So back in May on CBS This Morning, you announced the adversity score.
It's not an individual score for that student. It really is about the broad context they grew up in.
You're changing that to landscape. Why?
We made changes because we heard and thought we could do better. There no longer is a single number that tries to sum up your neighborhood and school. Today, we'll share with everyone exactly how we calculate it, and within a year, for every student and family, they'll be able to see the information for their neighborhood and school.
Landscape looks at how the applicant's test score compares with other students in their high school and evaluates factors including local college attendance rates, median family income, and crime numbers.
But if you need a caveat like landscape, how fair is standardized testing to begin with?
And what it is a fair measure of achievement. But what it doesn't tell you is the context in which that achievement occurred. It might be useful to know, wow, they achieved that score on the SAT, but it was 300 points higher than anyone ever at that school. That's an amazing context.
I would say it's a start. Would I say it's enough?
College counselor Gilbert Vivero says the changes can only do so much.
I'm hoping, it's not exploited. I'm hoping that it's, used for what it's made to be. It won't be until we see some major shifts in admissions rates among students of color, low income, first generation. Can we say that, okay, progress is being made? It'll have to be a wait and see at this point.
Some critics might worry that overeager parents will move into lower-income neighborhoods to give their kids an advantage in the application process. But the College Board says you can't be admitted or denied based on landscape. It's only a consideration.
Any system can be gamed, though. That's the worry.
Yeah, people do that now just to get their kids into a good school. I thought it was really interesting that when they announced the project, they weren't going to tell students or families what that adversity score was, but now they're going to be transparent, sharing that information.
They think it's really important, and within a year, you will have the information about the neighborhood schools and the high school, and they really are hoping that this will help rural schools, maybe somewhere in the middle of the country where universities are not that, aware of.
Certainly seems like a good start.
It is a good start until you can address the landscape out in the real world. I mean, this is an adjustment.
Absolutely.
So, Meg, thank you very much.